What's your thoughts, Kris?
Honestly, like, it's not only those comments towards Maria Taylor, like, saying that she's basically a diversity hire is so disrespectful.
Yeah.
Like, I've been following Maria Taylor for a long time. She doesn't work with college football. She interviewed Nick Saban, even though Nick Saban completely disrespected her, like, during one of those bowl games or major games. I forget which one a few years ago. But she has a Heisman vote, and she also has the vote for the NBA awards. So she put the work in. And not to mention, everybody around her feels like she's put all this time and work in. Like, the amount of support that everybody has been giving her, especially over these last few days, definitely tells her that she's not only one of the best rising stars, but it's like she's here.
Mm-hmm.
But it's not only like those comments by Rachel Nichols bothers me. It's also the fact that the other comments where one of LeBron's representatives was saying, like, I'm exhausted about hearing about Me Too and Black Lives Matter, and like there was that clip of like Rachel Nichols just laughing, essentially agreeing with her also.
Yeah.
So my whole thing is like, all right, cool. Like, I'm not wanting to call somebody a racist or anything. Like, that's just not me. But this is also the reason why I am sick and tired of quote unquote allies of different of white descent. I'm sick and tired of allies because for the longest time I am so sick and tired of white people talking about. I am so tired of people just talking about race. I'm like, you're just tired of people talking about race?
Right.
Well, shoot, I'm sick and tired of the actual racism going along. I'm sick and tired of having to wake up and seeing black people getting the police called on them for something that has nothing to do with bringing cops in at all. I'm sick and tired of black people just getting shot on the street for doing absolutely nothing. I'm sick and tired of seeing Tamir Rice. I'm sick and tired of seeing what happens with guys like George Floyd, Sandra Bland, Breonna Taylor. And you're just sick and tired of just hearing about, you're just sick and tired of that movement. That bothers me more than anything else. And honestly, that just tells me that, like, listen, I don't want to hear anything about quote-unquote allies about our issues because it's not number one. It's not your place. You don't know what's actually going on. You're just a spectator. You don't know what it's like to actually be black, to go in these streets, and always having to have your guard up because no matter what, we've seen plenty of quote-unquote protesters, and like just this past weekend we saw a bunch of Trump supporters and like KKK white supremacy groups just walking all across Broad Street all the way down to Penn's Landing. But to the police eyes, they're not much of a threat, but my skin tone is. So as far as that, I have no sympathy for, Rachel Nichols, especially. She only apologized because she got caught. But as far as her losing her opportunities, that's just karma. She was so scared about Maria Taylor taking her spot, she got replaced by another black girl in Malika Andrews, who's also another rising star. Mm-hmm. So in regards to that, I have no sympathy. I don't care for your apology. And as far as her apology on the jump, and then everybody else from, her apologizing to, and then having Kendrick Perkins and Richard Jefferson elaborate on that, I'm like, listen, that apology wasn't for you. Like, I understand that you're her colleagues and all that, but she disrespected one of your colleagues who is a black woman. Black women are constantly disrespected, not just in the sports world, just in life in general. So it's not for you guys to, number one, accept her apology, and number two, for you to try to advocate and try to justify, like, well, that isn't what you are. That's what bothers me.
Yo,
yeah,
you just went off, bro.
Yeah,
like,
Chris, that was a passionate speech.
All I heard
right
was
there.
the ether beat in my head.
Yeah, man, I was like, oh crap. Chris is serious.
Speaking from his heart.
Yeah, Chris.
Talk that talk.
No, seriously, I hear you. When I was looking at the jump thing, I heard Perkins start talking. I literally just swiped up. I was like, shut up, Perkins. Like, no one cares. Like, oh, yeah, you're never like that to me. And, I've
known you for a long time.
You made me feel comfortable in my situations. And, like, shut up. What are you talking? No one's talking about her sideline reporting. They're talking about her making a comment about somebody else in the industry, her colleague, who's a woman of color, and saying she's only here because of a diversity poke or whatever. So shut up. Just shut up.
And the funny thing is about, like, Kendrick, what you're defending her for, technically you're a diversity hire also.
Absolutely.
Because it ain't damn sure for your analysis, man.
Hey, yo, facts. Facts.
No, sir.
Like, there's a reason why I don't watch First Take anymore. But yeah, like the whole thing like bothers me, and it's like, and it just goes to show you that, like, black women are still the most disrespected people on this entire planet. Mm-hmm. And And I'm sick and tired of always just us. And yes, I'm going to also, not just black women, but just black people in general, always feel like we have to take the higher ground.
Always.
I'm sick of it. It's like, Maria Taylor is, I don't know what she's doing behind closed doors. And it's like, honestly, Maria Taylor is a lot better than me because if Rachel Nichols would have said something like that to me, that would have been my last day at ESPN. Ooh. I would have got on there. I'm like,
no, you wouldn't.
No, I would have.
I'm gonna say you wouldn't because it's a dream. You're not gonna risk a dream over that.
Well,
especially when you have a great opportunity. Like,
right, and it looks better for Maria at this point.
Yeah, because if I'm Maria Taylor right now, I'm playing that song from the Boondocks. Remember when Bull was hating on Granddad? He made a whole diss song. You just mad because it's old. Yeah, that's what I be doing in the kitchen right now. Because you know what? It's not even you got to just learn how to pick and choose your battles. Not everything deserves your energy. So. In that, that's a situation where you take the high road.
I get all that, but it's like I'm tired of us having to take that high road. It's tiresome.
It is.
It's like why should I do this even though it's my dream? If you as a company is not going to have my back, then why should I take the higher road?
That's true. I get it. That's why we need to have more of us in positions
because
of power.
I feel like this is also what we need to do just as black people. I'm like, we just need to stop accepting companies that just tolerate us. We need to be with companies that celebrate us.
Talk that talk, King. My man, you had breakfast today?
He said, yeah, King.
I did.
He had breakfast. He got the cut. My God,
Chris is on the pulpit today.
King Christopher today. The Lord, you've been hanging with Langston. The Lord.
Oh my God.